Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shetler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy Biz Tech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy Biz Tech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Skunk River Radio, country music from 1990 through 2010 with some Iowa country music sprinkled in. Listen at skunkriverradio.com, download the app, listen on Alexa by saying, Alexa, play Skunk River Radio on TuneIn. Skunk River Radio will also be available on Google Assistant in the near future. You can listen to me, Steve Shetler, each weekday morning from 6 a.m. to noon, and listen to The Haze from noon to 6 p.m. Skunk River Radio, online radio for country music from 1990 to 2010. And a good morning. Welcome into the sports section. We are live, as always, at Barn Wired in downtown Sigourney, located on the south side of the square. Stop in for some coffee. Stop in for some breakfast to get you going on this warm Saturday morning here in southeast Iowa. And we're going to start things off with Albia football here momentarily with A.J. Johnson from KTVO. We also have a Ottumwa volleyball coming up, so stay tuned for that. But let's take it to A.J. Johnson from KTVO. A.J.,
good morning. You ready for it, Steve? It's been a minute. You haven't heard it in a while. Shetler heads, how are we? Another fantastic Saturday morning on the sports section. All right, Steve, I think I'm pulling my work here. The second show that I fully booked. I mean, 2 out of 7 ain't bad. I'm putting work in.
Let me take it easy.
I mean, hey, I'm glad to give you a break, buddy. I'm also glad that we are where we are because, as you mentioned, we have Albia Blue Demon football. That is correct. Football is back. I'm stoked. You're stoked. I'm pretty sure even volleyball in the background stoked about football. It's a great time. Gentlemen, football. Have we been watching some preseason? Yeah, a little bit? Come on. Don't let me down.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, I'm hoping so. I couldn't help it. Sorry. I get excited about these things. I'm simple, but also exciting. Appreciate you guys coming out. Before we get going, we're going to introduce you to the world. So we'll start right here. Yes. Give me your first and last name, your grade year, and your position, please.
Drake Irwin. I'm a senior, and I'm a wide receiver and defensive back.
Eli Hilton. I'm a senior. I'm a wide receiver and middle linebacker.
Darian Stalker. I'm a senior, and I'm D-line, O-line.
Coach Huber.
Definitely a senior. Coach, appreciate you getting on with us here and bringing the boys out. I'll try to take it easy on you guys. Football, they want us to put the screws to you. It's the most important season of the year, some people will say. But I want to get into where we are now. Like, how's the offseason been for your program so far right now?
It's been a great summer. We got a lot of workout in July, had a lot of guys show up, and we had our camp this week, and it was probably one of the best camps we've had in several years. A lot of kids showed up, got the work in, just excited for where the season's going, and it was fun. I think we had a blast this week. The kids had fun. They liked the stuff we're doing and just enjoyed it. Getting back into the season and getting ready to kick off this next week as the official start week. It's just an exciting time of the year.
Next week is the official start week, so the plan is 2 weeks before your first game. So the IHSAA and the IHJSAU, that's way too many letters. They collaborated to put tennis in the fall for the girls. Are y'all doing something about getting football started earlier? I mean, it's a contact sport. 2 weeks before is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's just how it's been for several years now. It's great that we have the option to at least start, in July and work, and you can go even before that into June. But we basically go all of July, and then we have a good camp to get ready, a week before to prep, and then we had dead week the week before that. But it was good to get a little break in there. But, that's just the way the Iowa High School Athletic Association is. It's been like that for several years, but it doesn't take long. So this week, so many days with helmet, so many days with shoulder pad, and then the following week you get to go full pad. So, it is what it is, but it'll be here before we know it. And, as long as you're getting those mental reps in the summer and getting everything put in during camp and those times, you're pretty well off. You can get a lot done in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. I got one more for you before we hand it over to the players here, and this was kind of interesting. Remember I told you, I guess I want to let everybody else know how our normal interviews go, but I did some research for this one, context clues. I looked at your schedule over the last 2 years. We went 4-4 both years, not counting the playoff game against Van Meter. Do you know, sir, that your schedule was win-win, loss-loss, win-win, loss-loss to the exact same teams each year?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think would contribute to what I would call an oddity?
I don't know. It was real interesting, the district we were in the last 2 years. It was a great district, and I think it pretty well ended up the same with the people winning the district and not winning the district, kind of where everyone fell in. That was a very tough district, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Southern Iowa has really good football teams, and a lot of people don't think that. They think Northern Iowa is the place to be for football, and I really don't believe that. Southern Iowa's got a bunch of tough kids, and they fight hard. I mean, we're in Sigourney right now. Let's talk about them for a second, of all the success they've had through the years and other programs around. Southern Iowa's just got a lot of tough kids, a lot of good football programs, and there's good football down here. So, I think it's just something to build off of, and, we're in this new district, and we're excited for it. There's some teams in there we haven't played in a long time. Our non-district schedule, there's some teams in there we haven't played before in a long time either. So we're just excited for some new people to get after, but yet there's some still common teams that we play every season. So it's going to be an exciting fall.
Absolutely. So there's a little bit of a running gag on this show where I just forget all the names. So we're going to, I'm going to take a good guess here. Darius? Darian.
Yeah.
Hey, I went that route. Hey, so I want to keep with what we were just talking about. 3 of those wins are back on the schedule. Centerville, Davis County, and Sheraton, which really all rivals in all aspects of things. Knowing that you guys get to play those 3 teams again after the rest of your schedule basically changed, do you feel like you guys are going to go into those games with a sense of confidence?
Yeah, I mean, they're rivals, like you said, but we've been practicing all year, and we've had a lot of work in the off season, so I think we have a good chance of beating them again.
Let's talk about the Sheraton game. That's one that you guys have gotten the last 2 years. One, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is earlier on the schedule. What is it about now? Is it later?
Yeah. No, we struggled in the last 2 years. Centerville's the one we got.
Y'all lost to Sheraton last year?
Yeah.
Get your bound right, homie. You got me looking bad on contact. Well, that kind of makes for the same style of the question, though. So with Sheraton, what is something like when you guys go to play them? I know you guys are big up for Sheraton, but that's so difficult, playing them at home or on the road.
I don't know. They're a pretty competitive team, I feel like, compared to us. But I think we can get them this year. We've been practicing really hard. We're in the weight room a lot.
Gotcha. We'll go put it back here for Eli. All right,
What's
guys.
up, dog?
I'm going to say it's the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's see how this goes. Eli, where would you say you feel your team is at this current spot in the offseason?
I feel like we're doing great. Our camp was absolutely flowing. Our seniors have been great this year. Our whole team's been great. Everyone was just ready to put their heads down and get to work. Everything was flowing. Everything was clicking. I mean, as soon as we were putting in the plays on offense and defense and install, everyone was just understanding it, and we're right down to business this year.
What'd you say your main position was?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Last year you guys had Luke Wynn, a very versatile QB. I don't know who you guys are going to go with starting yet. I'm pretty sure y'all will get that figured out in some weeks. But what have you seen with the offensive side of the ball that kind of gives you some confidence or excitement going into the season?
I just like our scheme this year. I like the way we're choosing to move the ball up and down the field. I think we're going to have some good – we're going to throw in some different mixes of plays, throw the other team off pretty well this year. I just like how our team's looking athletic-wise, and we got tons of guys that are just ready to put 100% in on every drive.
All right. I won't forget this name because he keeps popping up on my feed about all his baseball stats and baseball time. I think he might have been voted on did you get Drake Irwin in the Athlete of the Year or maybe an Athlete of the Week? All right, Albie, y'all got to step it up. Drake should have been on there. Drake, what's up, man?
What's up?
I haven't seen you since you guys played EBF in baseball a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I know. I apologize for that. I should be better. I was hanging out with the softball team, though, because, they went to state and representing the Blue Demons and whatnot. I'm going to start in a fun place with you here. The Battle of Highway 5. That's like one of my favorite things about this area. I love talking about the Battle of Highway 5. And I know it's kind of a big football thing, but I'll be honest, I use it for every time Albie and Centerville gets together. But you guys are playing them this year, and it's a little different. You kicked off the season the last 2 years with them, and now you're playing them in the next to last regular season game. So how do you feel like it's going to be a bigger game even this year? Because there's a good chance there might be some playoff implications there.
Yeah, I feel like it could. There's definitely a chance that it could have a lot of implications on the playoffs or even the division. But I feel like having it at the start of the season, you're ready to go right away. Your mind's on them right away. You're ready to go, and that's the first thing on your mind is just beating Centerville, and then to have it at the end of the year, I think we're going to be working the whole season to get to that point and be able to put everything on that game. So,
how hard do you feel like it's going to be to kind of remember that game now is at the back half and you guys have business to take care of, week in and week out before that?
Centerville is always still in your mind, especially with the Battle of Highway 5. They're always there. But you know that you have work to do at the beginning of the season to get to that point, and just all that work is leading up to that too. So it'll be a fun game for sure.
I think I know the answer, but I'm just curious. Would you rather beat Centerville or Davis County?
Centerville for sure. Centerville's number one.
Yeah, all right, gotcha. I figured as much, but I know sometimes that SCC conference is just wild, and like for you guys to have so many of the teams in the district as well is as fun as it can also be a hindrance, I think, as well. But we'll go back to Darian here. We're gonna jump to the thought process of what's right in front of us. We're 3 weeks out from the season, 1 week out from you guys really getting started here. What do you think, from last year to right now? And I know it may be a little difficult to say, but what do you feel has been like one of the biggest improvements you've seen in the guys and in your team?
The work in the off season. There's been a lot of people in the weight room, a lot of people working hard. Everybody's listening to their seniors and the coaches, and we're just, like Eli said, we're just flowing really well this year.
Eli, how would you say you guys are mentally preparing for what's to come here in the next couple of weeks?
So we're gonna walk through every team's defense we play. We're gonna look at as much film as possible. We're gonna understand every aspect of the other team's game as we can, so that when we go into that game, we're already knowing that we can handle everything they throw at us.
And then this one for Drake before we head to coach real quick. You guys, I mentioned 4-4 the last 2 years. Van Meter at the end of the year, which to me for the last year, that's just so wild and unlucky. The similarities in your last 2 years' schedules are just ridiculous. But what do you feel needs to happen for you guys to get over that hump this season and have that winning record?
I feel like just really coming together as a team and a coaching staff all together. I feel like in the last couple of years we haven't been all in unison working as one big group, and I feel like this year we'll be able to get that done.
All right, we're going to go to Coach for a couple questions here, and then I got some fun and stupid and lighthearted, kind questions for the guys. I always like to end it on a fun note. Coach, we're going to keep up with the beginning here. What are you hoping to see from your guys leading up to that first game?
I think it goes back to what the boys have been talking about, is just how hard we've worked this summer, and I don't want to see that fall off. We had a great camp, and if we keep up the attitude we've had this week and roll it into next and then the following week and keep working hard, good things are going to happen for this program. It's just been exciting to see them grow and how much different 1 year's made on the growth mindset of the kids, and bringing some more freshmen in, and just watching how much they developed over the summer. It's exciting. It's a great time of year, and just to get football back on the schedule and watch these kids get to compete, it's pretty special.
We're going to do a little sandwich here. I want to think about the first game. What's the culture, the identity, the tone you want to see your team set as soon as the first game?
And the first game, Sheraton this year, and that's always a huge game, and we've struggled with them the last couple of years. We just got to be the most physical team out there. We talked about that in our leadership meeting this spring about being a bunch of sharks and just going out there and getting after it, and I think that's what we got to do. We just got to get after it right out of the gate and keep the foot on the gas. We can't go out there and be complacent in what we do, and we got to be excited for that first game, just like we have been with Centerville the last couple of years, getting them. But you got to be ready to go, and if you're not mentally ready to go and physically ready to go, it's hard to get that start off the season. But again, the guys have put a lot of work in this summer and this last week of camp, and the excitement building around this year has been pretty cool to see with the kids and all the people in the community. So you got to work hard and be ready to go.
And I like to be a man of my word and integral and whatnot. I will say, I did read my notes wrong. I did have there that Sheraton was one of the teams you lost to the last 2 years. So your bound's correct. You did a good job. Thanks for having that information up there for me. If you can get the next year's info up there for me, though, ASAP Rocky, I'm so ready.
We'll get her for you, bud.
So now the back half of the sandwich, we want to talk about the end of the season. When it's all said and done, no matter the record, no matter what happens, we're still well before the season. Who knows what will happen? What are you hoping that the fans, the community, people outside the community, what do you hope they're saying about this Blue Demon football team?
A big thing is I want to, our community know that we're a hard-working program, and the kids put a lot of effort and time in, as well as the coaches. But I think the big deal for me is I want the kids to have fun. I want them to enjoy the game of football. I want them to learn life lessons that football gives. And you know what? I think football is just a great stepping tool for the future for the kids, and it's the greatest sport there is. I don't care what anyone says, and I just enjoy watching the kids play and grow, and I just hope they really learn something from the program of what we're trying to teach them. But in the process, we're going to win football games, and I want them to enjoy it and embrace what football means, and just go out there and have fun.
I got one more because it popped in my head. And you know me, I'm pretty sure I've asked you this personally before, and I'm big on this here, and I think it's always great. Football is one of those discipline lesson, life lesson sports. So what are some of the things that you like to teach your guys outside of the game of football?
I think the big thing for us is I like teaching them, and we did it this weekend, is helping your community. We're big on community service and working with them and giving back to the community. Our community is great. They donate a ton of money to the program in our school, and I want to make sure our kids give back and come back and be a better person in the future. And I want them to stay in Albia and be those leaders. I also think it's important that they work with younger kids. We have a youth camp, and all of our guys come in and they basically teach the camp. And, I think that's, again, you're giving back to the community. You're teaching the kids. You're leaving the program better than than when you started. You leave it as better as it goes on. But, and then just be good men. Men and good fathers and husbands.
Fantastic. I appreciate that, Coach. Well said. Well done. All right, let's have a little fun, and then we'll get you guys out of here. Go ahead. Darian, not Darius. See, I remember things. It only takes you one. I get it right. We call him Darius all the time. And I think that's what happened. I thought I heard that over there, and I was like, all right, I was right, but I was not. And I'll make sure to get it all season. But if you hear Darius on the news, just know it was a joke. I didn't mess up. I was messing around. Yeah. Built-in excuse. All right, so we're going to just play around a little bit. I got some what-if type questions or some superlative type questions. And we'll start with superlative for you here, kind of, in a way. You'll see what I mean. So I want you to think about your entire team, not just the guys who are here.
Okay.
Who is probably the quietest guy off the field, but the meanest guy on the field? One guy, you don't hear him talk or nothing, but when he gets some pads on, his play is loud.
I think I'm going to say Parker Heeman.
Anyone ever told you look like Parker Heeman?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, good, because I thought you were Parker when you showed up.
You were calling me Parker the other day.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not going to lie, when we got out of the car, I was like, oh, you brought Parker. Do you have an example of, like, his loud play?
He's just like a really good running back. Like he finds the holes. If there's someone in the holes, that guy better get out of the hole.
Got it. Good. That helps me know who to look for when I go for highlights this season. All right. Let's do this one for Eli. This is a good one for you, I would imagine. If your team had a group entrance song like a pro wrestler,
Right.
what would it be?
Ooh, that's actually really hard. Probably some Deftones or something. I'm feeling that. Like My Own Summer.
Can you give me a few of the lines there?
Not on here. No.
Well, funny story. This actually wasn't even live. We were just playing with you, so it's just us. There's only us here.
Oh, really? Because I'm more worried about him.
Okay, all right. Well,
There's this fun game he likes to play back at home, and it's like a wheel of unfortunate, basically. And you spin it, and nothing on there's fun.
got it. Okay, all right. Almost got him, guys. All right, Drake. This one's, I guess, kind of a little. I don't like it. We'll do another team one here. If your team were a movie, and it doesn't have to be one that's already made, what would the title be of your team's movie?
Oh, boy. I don't even know. I'm not good at making movie names or any kind of names in that case, but
we'll expand it back to the real world. You can think of a actual movie that's happened.
An actual movie, probably The Little Giants, just because we've got so many kids that just like are so fun to be around and just are like funny people and good guys. So
for a second, when I expanded it back, I thought you might have went with Varsity Blues just because of the color of the name and everything. But no, I like that. That's a good one. Even though like I went through your roster, y'all got some Giants actually on the team as well. Cool. All right, Coach, I got one for you as well. This is gonna be fun. Describe your team in 3 emojis.
What are emojis?
Yes.
Can you do the emojis?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Can you do the emojis?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You're getting too high tech for me, AJ.
Yeah, give him the glossary.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
It was a setup. I know. I'm not ashamed of it.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you can use that one's good.
Reenact
Yeah,
them, please.
sunglasses, smiley face. That's probably us. Thumbs up. What else we got?
Oh wait.
Yeah, the kind of goofy-eyed deal when I'm angry and like, what are we doing there? I don't know. You getting me with hard question, AJ. I'm not a tech guy.
I kind of set you up a little bit. I knew what I was doing there.
Yeah.
But hey, sounds like a pretty fun team to be around based on your emoji selection.
Yeah.
So, Coach, my final question is the one I always ask you. Anything I didn't ask you or talk about that you'd like to add before we let you guys go?
I just want to say that, this is going to be a fun year with these kids. It's been a real exciting week at camp and an exciting summer, and they've worked hard. And even though we've had some days and stuff where it's not always fun, they've enjoyed it. I think they've made camp fun. It's hard. We do some conditioning and stuff, but we try to make it fun for them, and they've embraced it. There's been no complaining this fall at all. They've gone to work. They've never said nothing, and that's just what you want in your program. If they come do the work, don't say nothing, and they're enjoying it and having fun and able to, smile when they leave practice, it's a win for me every day. And I'm just excited for where this fall is going to go and what these guys are going to do.
Fantastic. Well, depending on how your season goes, my prospective Albia game of the weeks would be Davis County and Centerville. So I'm going to need you guys to make sure you got a pretty good record so they don't go to me and say, hey, look, dude, we need to probably go somewhere.
Yep. Nope. 2 big rival games.
2 big rivalry games, and one way or another, I'll be at one of them. So I appreciate you guys. And, Steve, if you got anything, go ahead, hit it.
No, I think we're good. Appreciate Albia guys coming in early this morning. I know, school's not too far away, so you got to get in that wake up early groove. So best of luck this season. Appreciate you coming in. Eli, go ahead.
You have a great voice.
Well, thank
True
you,
story.
sir.
True story.
Appreciate that.
Power voice team right here.
Albia football here on the sports section. Again, we're live from Barnwired. Ottumwa volleyball coming up next. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Stop by James Family Greenhouse and Produce in Sigourney. They have a variety of hanging baskets, annuals, shrubs, perennials, trees, mulch, and vegetable plants. Plus, you can spruce up your landscape with yard decor or decorate the inside of your home with home decor. James Family Greenhouse is also a great place to stop in for some gift ideas. You got to stop in and see it all for yourself. James Family Greenhouse at 701 East Jackson in Sigourney. And be sure to follow their page on Facebook.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Build it together. Build it with Valley Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Valley Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Valley Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Valley Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com. Hey, we are back live at the sports section. We're live at Barnwired, 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Make sure you stop in, get some coffee and some breakfast to get you going on a Saturday. Again, we thank Albia Football for hanging out with us for a bit. Now we jump over to Ottumwa Volleyball as AJ Johnson from KTVO gets us ready for the fall sports season. AJ, take it away.
All right, welcome back. That's right, AJ Johnson from KTVO, Chloe. Shout out to my guy, Randall, who I am not. Just wanted to point that out there. Welcome in, ladies. I'm proud to have you here. We're obviously getting started off on a good foot here. I'm happy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and definitely since I've been here, first Ottumwa team to join me on the sports section. Steve, have you had Ottumwa on your show before?
We've had Ottumwa on. I know we had Ottumwa girls basketball.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody else. I can't remember.
I remember that, actually. All right. I do remember that photo now that she said it. All right. Well, good. Well, thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Let's introduce you to the world. If you would start, first and last name, grade year, and your position.
I'm Chloe O'Brien, junior, and I'm a right side setter.
I'm Allie Gedkin, also a junior and outside hitter in DS.
And I'm Coach Chloe.
Coach Chloe. How you doing, Coach Chloe?
I'm good. How are you, AJ?
It's another Saturday that Steve made me get up super early, so I'm doing great. I share that punishment with all of my favorite teams, so thank you for getting up early. You guys, first I'm sorry because I didn't make it out. I missed the volleyball camp you guys just had. Just finished up a 3-day volleyball camp. How was it? How'd it go?
It was good. This year we added our junior high middle school grade, so we had grades 6 through 12. For high schoolers were there for 3 hours. Our middle schoolers were there for 2. I think in total we had just about 65 athletes show up between the two groups, which is great for numbers. We're just trying to get the girls interested in volleyball, enjoying it, having fun, and wanting to just keep going out and getting better and just working on it. And then they get to see some of the older girls here and there too.
It looked like record numbers. I saw your photos. You guys had a big squad. Is that your roster from middle school all the way up this year? Or?
We definitely will get a few more, probably just here and there. I know for our high schoolers, we had a few that were still on vacation, from Dead Week and everything. But for middle school, we'll definitely have a lot more probably show up for, 7th and 8th grade. For the high school, we'll probably add about 10 more, but usually right around that 50 number for the entire high school program.
Wow.
So looking to see a few here and there.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about the high school team, the varsity roster here. So far, you guys are, getting prepared for a scrimmage next week. What's your off season been like? How have you guys been coming along?
We've been doing open gyms 2 times a week, and then our varsity team has gone to a couple camps. We went to William Penn Justinoski every Sunday of June, just get some scrimmages in here and there, see some surrounding teams as well, and then went to the Iowa State camp, 2-day camp. We go up, stay up in Ames. It's a long 2 days, and I think these two can agree with that. But it's good for them. They get to go see teams that they would never see during the regular season, get to learn some new drills. And for us coaches, we get to go see how everyone's looking, get a kickstart on the season. And then we went back to Burlington this year, again that same week, for just preseason scrimmages against some Illinois and Iowa teams. So it's been good getting in there.
Let me give you a little hint here. This is great practice for you because I'll be in touch within the next couple of days to do this on camera for myself, by the way. And one of the questions I will be asking about is the one I'm going to ask right now before we go to the girls. You guys, super successful last year, 31-7. Winning just kind of seemed to be what you do. You guys had a core group of players last season. Now, we're all seniors.
Yes.
And are all gone. And
they are.
If I'm not mistaken, 5 of your 6 last year? All 6 were seniors,
of the
right?
8 starters, yes.
Yeah. So what's that like? I know you got girls in the wings waiting to turn up.
Yes.
But, losing a core group like that, what's that been like, and how have you guys been adjusting to that?
It's definitely taken some adjustment. For myself, I have been reminding just the upperclassmen in general, we lost a really big group of seniors that were the leaders of this team. They were the cheerleaders and the energy. And so someone's going to have to step up and have to take that spot for them. Someone's going to have to be our sideline cheerer and, our Avery Frankie cheerleader on and off the court. And so someone's going to have to take over that libero position for Camden and be our back row person and takes charge in the back row. And, it's going to be an adjustment for all of us involved, and I think we are slowly getting there. Definitely still reminding them to, be loud. They can talk and have fun and be energetic, but it's just going to take a little getting used to, and someone will eventually get there, and we'll be really happy when they do.
I will say, to hear you say you have to remind them to talk and be loud is crazy to me. That's all I've ever known from them. But Chloe, second Chloe.
Yes.
Chloe with a K. You were one of those that played decent minutes last year outside of that core group. What's it been like for you coming into this role? Kind of like, I won't call you the leader, but that might have been the role you wanted to take on for yourself. What's that been like coming into this season?
It's been pretty good. It's been a little bit of a struggle just to keep being a leader, having positive thoughts and everything during open gym and camp. But I feel like we'll be good this year, even with the people we're bringing up.
have there been some players, from last year's rosters or the new roster, new players that you've seen that kind of really stepped up or really saw the potential of these positions and trying to take hold of them?
Yeah, so we have our returning middle, which is Bree. She's pretty good when she has a positive attitude, like everything, like positive, everything on the court. And then we have a few incoming freshmen, right? Freshmen that have shown that they want to put in the work.
Allie, I'm trying to, your volleyball play has been overshadowed for me by your basketball play.
Oh, boy.
So I'm trying to remember just off the top of my head your role last season. And so instead of remembering it, I'll just kind of ask you about your role last season.
Last season, I was on the best JV team, and then I was on the varsity bench last year, just going with them and coming in when they were ahead, and yeah.
How are you expecting your role to change this year?
Probably be more a part of the team. Last year I was a part, but not, I wasn't in the rotation, but yes, just be more involved in the play.
Have you dealt with any challenges in this change?
This is just a new team. It's just a bunch of new girls, so just learning to play with them has probably been the biggest challenge.
So what's it like building the chemistry with some of these new players?
Just getting to know them can be a struggle, reading how they deal with situations and just learning the player they are. So far it's been pretty positive and making good connections.
So when I'm just kidding. She's like, move on, AJ. Chloe, I'm going to kind of ask you the same question. What are some of the challenges you've been seeing or facing in basically a new era?
I think, what I talked about, it's, someone is going to have to step up this year. If it's 1, 2, 3, all of them, all of them would be great, but, someone has to take that leader position. And so just, again, reminding them, and they are younger, and we have more inexperience on varsity level than we do experience, and so it's getting them that experience, and, we're figuring out what works, what doesn't work, and, putting all the puzzle pieces together. We have a good group of girls. It's just figuring out what will benefit the team the most. And so we're slowly figuring it out. That's why we do all those summer, camps and scrimmages, and that really just helps us figure out, okay, this can work, this cannot work. And then we go from there.
31-7 last year overall, 6-0 in the conference. What are some of the goals you guys are laying out for this year?
I think goals this year is to, again, win our conference and the conference tournament as well. We have some good conference teams on our side. Roosevelt always puts up a fight, and you never know what Lincoln can come out with. And so it's going in and being prepared for those games at all times. We're watching film. We're figuring out, okay, this is where we should be aiming for serving. When we're hitting, these are your best open spots, things like that. Really just figuring out how the other team works so that they can learn from it. It's one thing we're really working on is upping their volleyball IQ this year with this team, figuring out the smart plays, what will benefit them the most and the easiest route to do so.
Miss O'Brien, that's how I'll separate the Chloes. Now everybody knows you. I'm sorry I put all your info out there.
It's okay.
So one thing in my time in Southeast Iowa that I've noticed is, and especially with volleyball actually, teams are always aware of what a team had the year before and what they have going into this year. What do you have to say to any of the teams who think they may be getting their best shot at you guys this year, now that so much has changed?
I don't know. They shouldn't be underestimating us, even with our 6 seniors gone. Yeah.
No, you gotta keep going. You gotta give me more. No, there's so much more. I do this exercise where I just talk until something good comes out.
Oh.
Just try it. I'm good. I'm kidding, because I don't know what you will say. That's a dangerous game. I already played one dangerous game with Albia football, but we've saved both of those moments. I'll give you another one that may be quite easy. What would you say that you are most excited about going into this season?
Seeing how the team and everyone plays out throughout the season, seeing how we play with each other, like just competing with different people.
Allie, we're back to you now. I'll tell you what I'm excited about. Evans gym was great. It was nice. You know, I got comfortable for the 1 year I was in there so often, but you guys got a brand new gym.
Oh, yeah.
Sure you've seen it. And what are your thoughts about getting to actually play at the high school and what they've done with the new gym and so on and so forth?
No, I think it's going to be awesome. It looks so cool, and the big board, the big screen. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Do you think it helps, like, the confidence? Like, you know, people now, they don't. I don't know. I've always felt there was some type of way when you see a team on the schedule, you're like, oh, we're playing at their middle school.
Right.
Now you're playing at your gym, and do you think that might help and give you guys a little extra oomph, for a lack of a better word?
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, it'll be super cool and new, and just the fact that it's ours, I think, just makes the season a lot more special. Just to be there and compete there.
We're going to go personal here about volleyball. We talked about team goals, and as you mentioned, you know, you're kind of might be stepping into a bigger role this season. Have you laid out any personal goals as a player for yourself? And if not, let's do that.
Yes. I think just trying to step up, be a role model for everyone on the team, just whether that's connecting players with myself and others, and just trying to make the court and a more positive environment and grow as the season goes on with myself and the team.
What are some of the things from last year's seniors, you know, from watching as much as you said you did, that you've learned from them that you're hoping to carry over to this year?
I felt like they had a huge responsibility, whether that was the emotion on the court, the environment, and just the intensity. And I think we all have really, really big shoes to fill. I mean, they were our whole team. They brought a lot to Ottumwa volleyball, and just continuing that awesome legacy that they had for us.
Chloe O'Brien, same question.
Same question.
Yeah, what have you taken away from the seniors from last year and brought into this year?
Definitely with them being on, we have to stay more active and like be louder on the court, because they did bring a whole lot of intensity and like cheerful, I guess I would say, like cheerfulness. Yeah, energy. Yes, energy. Energy, and I just feel like we need to keep it going with the season.
We're going to go to Coach Chloe for a couple, and then we'll have our little fun questionnaire time. Last time I did this with a team that I favored, quote unquote, I made them do charades.
No.
Don't worry, that's not what I have. I thought about it, but that's not what I have in. It was great, though. I will say that. Coach, so as we get ready to start the season, you know, it's I can't harp on it enough. It's a new team. Like, what are you looking for out of your girls as you begin the season? Those first couple games.
Yeah, I mean, those first couple of games is going to be a learning experience for not only them but also us. I mean, for some of them, this is going to be their first time on the varsity level competing on the court, and so it's going to be different. The nerves are going to be there. You know, I mean, you can only imagine. You know, those underclassmen, upperclassmen, whoever it's a whole different stage when you're the only team playing at the time, and you know the student section is loud, and so you expect those nerves to kind of show, and you know you see who's going to be able to handle the nerves, and you're going to learn a lot from it, but they're also going to learn, be like, okay, I need to work to do this because we need to pick up the intensity, and we may see that someone decides that they're going to be our energy on the court, which is what we want and what we need, and I hope to see that. And so hopefully we figure it out before those first games anyways, but those first games it'll show a lot, and I think it'll show our fans and the family members and everybody how athletic this group is, and just the difference between the beginning of the summer to now. I've seen a difference, and so I'm really excited to see the difference from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. I hope our fans and the family members can see that as well.
Well, and this is big for you too. This is new for you too. I mean, you've been a coach and everything, but this is your second year as a head coach. You know, you came in with a great group of girls, and now you kind of maybe start to take over your own. How have you personally, as a coach, like, gone about this transition, or what steps have you told yourself to put in place to
Yeah.
do this as successfully as I know you want to?
Yeah, so last year coming in, it was, like you said, a whole new experience. And I had a group of girls that they knew what they needed to do, so I didn't have to do a whole lot in that aspect. Like, they knew what their jobs were. They knew what they needed to do in practice and at games. And so this year it's a whole new ball game. And, we're figuring it out together. And so we're setting a lot more ground rules, just this is what I expect from you guys. And we're learning as we go as a whole group, me included.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to watch the learning experience. Just know it'll all be on camera. All right, so we're going to have a little fun here, and then we'll get you guys on your way. All right, so for you guys, we got some rapid fire. We're all three of you will play. Basically just going to, I'm just going to ask a question and you answer quickly. There's no thinking, which I know you do so well. Shots fired. All right, but it's okay. She's cool. So we're good. We're friends. Okay. Claire, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
That was probably confusing. Coach, ready?
Yes.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Allie, serving or spiking?
Spiking.
O'Brien, gym playlist, Taylor Swift or Drake?
Drake?
You did not mean that.
I don't know. Listen to Taylor Swift.
I'm proud of you. Very glad to hear. Is it because of the whole Travis Kelce thing?
What?
Chloe, who's the most competitive on the team?
Oh, all of them?
That's not. Do you know what the word most means?
Yes.
If you had
most.
to pick one.
Honestly, Allie. I'm going with Allie.
I can see that. I can see that. Allie, home or away game?
Away.
Interesting.
Away.
Slow the rapid fire. Let's go back. Why?
She likes to get out of school early.
Yeah, I like to get out of school early. That's one, and I feel more pressure at the home games. I don't know.
That also plays into the competitiveness. I like that because it's about like I would love to go to someone else's house and just beat them there.
Yeah.
I feel that. All right. We're gonna re-go to rapid fire. O'Brien, overhand or jump serve?
Jump serve.
Who brings the best snacks?
The best snacks?
Oh.
Yeah, no one really brings snacks. I'll be honest.
Candy?
Concession stand.
Oh,
I take candy from Chloe a lot.
That makes
She shows up with some candy, and I'll be like, I need a handful of that.
Okay. Allie, TikTok or Instagram?
TikTok.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Ice cream or froyo?
Ice cream.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
No.
You're like 0 for 3. Let's see if I have one last one. All right. All right, here's the last one. Would you rather win the game with an ace or a block?
I don't know.
Oof. Rapid fire.
Maybe a block.
Maybe a block.
Probably a block.
Definitely a block.
Yeah.
All right. It's a hype moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, ace, y'all get to dance on the sideline, but a block, everybody goes crazy.
That's right.
I actually think I've been on the side of Michaela Brown winning some games on some blocks.
Oh, yeah, of course you have.
And even I got hype. Camera's shaking. I'm doing my job horribly. Coach, before we let you go, favorite last question as always. Anything I didn't ask you that you'd like to add or talk about?
We're just really excited for this season. I mean, it's almost a brand new group and a brand new gym, and so we're excited for what's to come and everybody to see what this team can do.
Fantastic. Well, I will be there August 21st for Meet the Bulldogs in a scrimmage, unless, Albia football takes me away for something, and then I got to go do that. But, hey, it's I joke, I kid. Thank you all for coming on. I highly appreciate it. Shetler, anything from you, sir?
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, just as always, thank you to all of our teams, Ottumwa Volleyball and Albia Football, for coming in early on a Saturday. Appreciate it. So stay tuned. After our commercial break, AJ and I will be talking about our ongoing Athlete of the Year and Team of the Year tournaments. We'll take a look at the brackets there. And we'll recap our weekend last weekend.
Yeah.
Last week on Saturday, AJ and I were hanging out in big old Delta, Iowa for professional wrestling. Yeah. So we'll talk about some pro wrestling coming up next.
We're always looking for ways to improve, and we do that by embracing new and better technologies.
With each of us having our own areas of expertise, we collaborate together to give you the best care possible.
Striving to give you the best smile, we believe doing things right the first time saves you both time and money.
Complete Care of Iowa is a medical clinic located in Sigourney, Iowa that provides care to patients of all ages. Located at 113 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Call 641-541-4040. Complete Care of Iowa is open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Tuesday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday by appointment only. They're currently accepting new patients. Find more information at CompleteCareOfIowa.com. Complete Care of Iowa. Healthcare for where you are. Find your Iowa dream home with AE Realty in Montezuma. With unparalleled industry knowledge and local expertise, AE Realty is the Montezuma real estate expert you've been looking for. Whether you're buying or selling, AE Realty can help you get the best deal. You can find AE Realty at 321 East Main Street in Montezuma. Call 641-623-2639 or go to aerealtyinc.com.
Summer and grilling are great companions. Tassel Ridge offers 12 different dry and sweet red wines that are perfect with grilled foods. Try the 2021 Iowa Petite Pearl or the 2023 Iowa Sabravois with steaks. Iowa Sweet and Snazzy and Candle Glow Red are sweet red wines that, when well chilled, pair nicely with grilled meats. Some of the Tassel Ridge dry and sweet red wines for grilling are available at our 350 retail outlets, and all are available at Tassel Ridge Winery in Lyden.
Swim Sports is located at 118 A Avenue E in Oskaloosa, Iowa. They provide sporting goods, screen printing, awards, and online store options. Call 641-673-6779 or email swimsportsllc@gmail.com. Swim Sports loves working with area teams and organizations to provide hats, trophies, t-shirts, and a whole lot more. Stop in and see the guys at Swim Sports, 118 A Avenue E, Oskaloosa. And follow them on Facebook at Swim Sports Awards and Screen Printing. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors that are on board for Steve Shetler Media, Skunk River Radio, and the Sports Section, where we are live every Saturday morning at 119 East Marion Street in downtown Sigourney. Stop in for coffee and breakfast to get you going on your Saturday morning. All right, before we take it back live to AJ, let's take a look at our brackets right now.
Ooh.
You can't see it, AJ.
Yeah.
But we've got our Athlete of the Year tournament bracket on the screen right now. So far, in the first week of the tournament, which right now we're kind of in that down mode on the weekend.
Right.
No active matchups right now. But the number 1 seed, Slater Thomas, has moved on from EBF Wrestling.
Sorry, Abby.
Number 2 seed, Georgia Smith from EBF Girls Wrestling, won her matchup. We had one upset in the tournament so far, as Dasa Cole, the number 3 seed from Oski Soccer, got beat by Kaylee Helm, the 14 seed from EBF Softball. So the 14 seed moves on. Then we have the 5 seed Addie Hill from Albia Softball and Rihanna Utterback, the 4 seed from SK Girls Wrestling, moving on. So that's what has happened in the first week of our Athlete of the Year tournament, sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. Our Team of the Year tournament. Let's take a look at what's been happening in the first week there. No surprise, number 1 seed Cardinal Baseball moved on to the next round. Number 2 seed EBF Girls Wrestling, also moving on to the next round. Number 3 seed EBF Girls Basketball, moving on. We did have one upset then. We'll get to that here momentarily. Number 4 seed Albia girls cross country. It was a battle of Albia in the first round. Albia was going to move on regardless.
Who'd they beat?
He had Albia girls Albia girls I can't talk.
Me neither.
Albia girls cross country going against Albia boys basketball.
Wow.
Girls cross country won. They were the number 4 seed, so that went according to the seedings. But then your one upset, again, involving EBF. The number 12 seed, EBF boys wrestling, beat number 5 Albia girls soccer.
Interesting.
So far, lots of EBF. Got an Albia, got a Cardinal that has moved on in our Kelly Style State Farm Team of the Year tournament. Now, the winners of these tournaments, the athlete will get the belt, which we're going to come live to you, AJ, now. AJ is holding the championship belt that will go to the winner of the Athlete of the Year tournament. Knock on that belt. It's legit. There you go. Woo! It's not like plastic. It's
brass knuckles.
It's leather and metal, I guess, is what you could say.
It feels good.
So we got the belt. We don't have in our possession quite yet the trophy that the Team of the Year tournament winner will get, but that's coming to us from Swim Sports in Oskaloosa. Should be picking that up this coming week sometime. So we'll have that on display next week as well. So who's going to take the hardware home? Who knows? Way too early to predict.
It's interesting because the teams that are beating other teams, it's like, this is cool because it doesn't matter about, their records or their talents. Some of the ones that beat, like Albia girls cross country, beating the boys basketball team. Girls cross country is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but you think about Albia boys basketball, they were one game away from state, and I know the excitement they were there. So to hear like stuff like that, that's awesome. And then when you told me an upset, I actually thought you were going to tell me Deja Cole beat Kaylee Helm, because even though the seeding says differently, to me, and I love me some Deja Cole, she's a fantastic soccer player.
And I've obviously been saying her first name wrong.
If it makes you feel better, I could also be saying her first name wrong. But you know me and names. So, but this tournament's awesome, and if you don't know, make sure you're on the original page. Thumbs up or hearting your players and help them get on. I've seen some high numbers. I've seen some low numbers. We want high numbers for everybody. Let's do this.
And I should also mention, I think there was some confusion when I first put the bracketing out as to, some people were wondering, where the heck are our teams? Well, this is a year-long thing. Like our Athlete of the Weeks and our Team of the Weeks, you're basically seeding yourself during the school year. Whoever gets the higher amount of votes or the highest amount of votes, that's how the seedings are ranked. So this is nothing personal. I'm just going strictly by the numbers on this. So if your team gets the most votes, that means you're going to get higher up in the seeding for the end of the year tournament. So, or you might not make the tournament.
Or you might not make
all.
it. Yeah. There's some teams and players left off. For sure.
For sure. So that's what's going on there. AJ, let's talk some wrestling. Pro wrestling, not amateur wrestling. Sports entertainment.
It was quite entertaining, and it was quite professional on most parts. There was one guy.
So we were at the Delta Dome, the Delta Gymnasium in Delta, Iowa. Population, what, a few hundred?
12.
Yeah. And they were all there. So we were at the Delta Gym for pro wrestling, returning to Delta, Iowa for the first time in 17 years last weekend. You were there along with your buddy. I can't remember his name.
Kalen McGee came down from Missouri to help me out and have a blast with me.
And, you guys got some great footage. You've put out some fantastic stories for KTVO, which I've been sharing.
Thank you for that.
And you also filled in as ring announcer. I'm not going to bring up that you fell down. Wait a minute. I just brought it up.
Did. It's cool. That's exactly where we can start because this is beautiful. I was hyped. Before the show, I worked on walking up those rickety steps.
Oh, yeah.
I walked on the mat. I tried rolling on. You know what I didn't try? Running around the ring because I did not know that third turn, it's a doozy. And so I was hyped, and I think I was right at the spot where I would have all of the crowd hype and energized, and down I go. And as I fall, let me tell you something. One thing I learned young, if you fall, make it look like you didn't.
Yeah.
So I go to roll it into a back handstand and get on my feet, but I kind of twisted a little bit and landed back on my side, so that didn't work. But
I didn't get to see it.
I hyped up. You know, it doesn't matter what happens in the beginning. It matters how you finish.
Yes.
So we threw away walking up the steps. I rolled in the ring like a G, popped up, and, you know, we got the crowd going. So it was fun. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
I think, and from what I heard, you know, I was backstage getting ready for my match.
Yeah.
I did the ring announcing for the first half of the show. You took
Nailed
over
it.
for the second half. And from what I heard, you did a fantastic job. Everybody enjoyed you and had a good time. Everybody's enjoying your stories that you guys are putting out.
Nice.
And, yeah, we had a nice return to Delta, Iowa. Yeah, you guys got some fantastic footage. I won my match.
I'm about to say, that's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed watching you Stone Cold stun Rory Fox. And you got the pin. It wasn't
And
no
I got
Steve
the
was
pin.
on the sideline. You put it down. I got a very good video for the most part of you giving Donnie Pepper Cricket the business for a minute straight. Your daughter got a slap in there.
Yep.
You guys went in. It was
Don't mess with the Shetlers.
No, you don't. I learned very quick in a hurry. But I will tell you, your match was, you know, the main event, the highlight.
Yeah.
But that hardcore pins anywhere match,
yeah.
that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen and ended up being a part of. I don't know if you knew this, but I went over to the side to get a better view of when they, you know, made the chair pile.
Yeah.
And Brian Gott brought Damian Saint right towards me, pushed me into the back room, and threw Damian right towards me.
Oh,
I ended up having to duck underneath some action, and it was definitely a hardcore, great match. So
harkens back to the old days of Delta Wrestling when we had Delta Street Fights is what they were called back then.
That was one of them.
But yes, the piles of chairs, that was brutal. That was a brutal match.
Yeah.
So if you're somebody that thinks the action in wrestling is fake, go back and look at that. There's not much fake
there
about that.
had to be like 15 chairs that he got suplexed on, and then to be buried within 15 chairs and then get it from the top rope. I mean, nuts, all out. This was me and Kaylin. You know, as sports reporters, get to do a lot of cool stuff. You as well as a media guy, we do a lot of cool stuff, and I am not pandering when I tell you, Kaylin and I both say that's right up there with some of the best we've ever done. So Central Empire Wrestling, you're doing a fantastic job. I can't wait for Bridge City Slam at Ottumwa in September 6th, because I'll definitely be there working or as spectator. I will be in the building.
Maybe we'll have to get you back into the ring announcing.
I would love a second chance. I learned a lot, and I think I could polish up my character now that I've you know, got the reins underneath me for sure.
Well, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, again, thanks to Central Empire Wrestling, and thanks to you, AJ, and Kaylin. For being there and hanging out basically all day long.
All day, hey.
Yeah.
Well, and also, let's not forget the seminar that you guys ran in the day. Chris Masters, the masterpiece from WWE, was there and ran a seminar for a bunch of guys and girls earlier in the day, and we got to talk with him about, he does this all the time, and teaching wrestling to guys who want to come up and make it. And it was a treat for everybody involved. So that was the story I did. You can catch that on KTVO.com. Kaylin did the one about the event, got you pinning Rory Fox in the end, and then he did an all around small town independent wrestling story that was just fantastic. So all three stories up on KTVO.com, or Kaylin McGee KTVO, or AJ Johnson KTVO. So go check those out, and check out Central Empire Wrestling. Give them a follow, and don't miss an episode or a match.
One of the best things coming out of all the footage that you guys did was I got a screenshot of when I was on the screen talking. I think it was to you.
Yeah.
And the little line, or the header underneath, was Steve Shatler, Sigourney media legend / undefeated pro wrestler.
Yeah.
2-0, baby.
2-0 and 2-0 in 2 years.
And I hereby retire.
There you go. I'll take up the reins for you. I got this. My stunner's pretty impressive.
Well, let's get out of here, AJ. It's been a fun show.
Absolutely.
Next week, I know we've got Rihanna Utterback lined up, former SK girls wrestler, legend in the wrestling ranks. And we'll get another team lined up for next week.
I got some people
as
in
well.
mind. Hopefully they'll get back with me.
All right. So tune in next week. We'll do it again live on Facebook and YouTube at 8 a.m. This program always re-airs on Skunk River Radio, online radio, Skunk River Radio at 10 a.m. So tune in however you want. And we're live from Barn Wired in Sigourney, Iowa.